Hi there, welcome to Kneppy Invest and welcome to the shortened answer and reply video. The reason I'm doing this shortened video today is because I am completely busy on Saturday when I usually release these videos. So I'm recording this beforehand on the Friday, and I'll do the rest of these particular questions and comments at a later time. And I came to the realization I don't have to do the one answer and reply video. I can separate it into numerous videos. So I aim to finish this video within a 20-minute time period. Now, I do have my previous video that I just recorded, which is the ASX Daily Rundown video for 17th of May. That is still converting because, again, I am short of time today. So that should pop up during the recording of this video. So let's go back 6 days ago to look at the first comment that was released after I recorded my previous answer and reply video. And this is from Dice Keys. I'm not a teacher, proceeds to teach me more than any teacher I've ever met. Love the look of Light and Wonder. Not sure about the first comment. I wouldn't consider myself a teacher as per se. But one thing I will say is the lacking of financial education, not only in this country, but throughout the world, is a disgrace. And there is a reason behind that. And that's just me being cynical, I think. And the reason behind that is I think governments of the world want their people to be financially illiterate, so they spend money when they probably shouldn't have. Another beneficiary of financial education, and I'd say if anyone did research on this, the link between financial education and gambling, I think there would be a negative correlation. So the increase in financial education, probably see gambling, lotteries decreasing. And that's probably another reason why the government doesn't want us to be financial literate, because they get a lot of money from lotteries. And I think even from gambling, there is a benefit for governments. So I think one of the core subjects in high school should be finance, how to do budgets, how to invest, not only in the stock market, but in all sorts of things, property, maybe art, and that sort of thing. And it's one thing that should be mandatory, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Love the look of Light and Wonder. So I am a shareholder of Light and Wonder now. So I'm a shareholder of Aristocrat, shareholder of Light and Wonder, and I have no plans on selling either company. The other day, Aristocrat's PE ratio was 17, which is absolutely ridiculous. That a company that is growing as quick as Aristocrat has a lower PE ratio than the banks, well, CBA, and Woolworths, and both of those companies will barely grow over the next 5 to 10 years. Aristocrat could be significantly bigger in 5 to 10 years, and Light and Wonder, in my opinion, will be significantly bigger as well, simply because of the management team. They have taken a lot from Aristocrat, and that's sometimes a really good way to play, creating a new company. It's not a new company, but how to transform a company is just to steal talent from other successful like companies. So thank you, Dice Keys. I'm really bad at pronunciations of names, unless you have a name like Adam or Bob or Bill. Panda Magic Hero, hey Kneppy, can you please give me your opinion on the best 3 companies related data centers? Thanks. The best 3. Okay, so in terms of data centers, you have to say NextDC, Macquarie Telecom. Is it called Macquarie Telecom anymore? I have a feeling it's changed its name. Macquarie Technology, there you go. Macquarie Technology, they're into data centers. I don't mind this one, Global Data Center Group, and have a look at one of their presentations. So they're divested of a Perth Summit data center, but if you have a look at their presentation, I'm not sure the half-year presentation will show you exactly what they're doing, but they have a lot of investments in other companies, including one, so AirTrunk, and they have quite a few investments. So have a look at this company. So this is another interesting company. Provides a significant exposure in the high-growth, hyperscale sector across Tier 1 Asia-Pacific markets. So we're talking about Australia, Hong Kong, Singapore, Japan, expanding into Malaysia. Fair value of that investment is about 48.5 million at the end of 2023. So and have a look at the chart for this company as well. So GDC is a beautiful uptrend. So this is the company I just discovered the other day. I should have paid more attention to when the sentiment in this company completely changed towards the start of 2023. You can see it completely change. The first 3 months or 4 months of 2023 and moved into a beautiful uptrend. So I took a position at 236 the other day. I'm okay with that. So that's 3 companies who have sort of a direct investment in data centers. Then you could look at something like Southern Cross Electrical Engineering, companies like that. Here it is popping up. So what I do is I rename it to May 17, put it into my desktop, and then I eventually go to what's it called? Final Cut Pro. So sometimes it takes a lot. Sometimes it takes longer for the videos to be converted, that sort of thing, than compared to how long it takes me to record a video, which is ridiculous. Anyway, so so Southern Cross Electrical Engineering has sort of a relationship in data centers, sort of like the hammer. So the data centers, like NextDC, they have the infrastructure, while Southern Cross Electrical Engineering have the tools to help that infrastructure. So in a way, that might be a better play. And the market knows it, in my opinion. And they're very bullish. The management are very bullish, and the chart is really good. So I bought at $1. I topped up at $1.59. Share price now $1.57. Anyway, and there might be a few others that I've completely forgotten, but those are the 4 main ones. For those who might have said Megaport, I don't think Megaport has much to do with data centers, in my opinion. I think they're a little bit different. But those are 3 big data center companies, plus a little bit of a different one with Southern Cross Electrical Engineering, because they have nothing to do with data centers, but they just help the data centers grow and be built. Okay. And to be honest with you, I'm not a big expert on data centers. It's mainly because of AI and how AI is really going to rely on data centers moving forward. The relationship there and the reliance of AI on data centers is massive. And that's why, was it Microsoft have been spending a certain amount of money on data centers the last few years, and that's going to expand something like tenfold over the next 5 years. Significantly more spending on data centers than have been in the past 5 or so years. And again, the energy requirements for data centers are quite huge. And that's the thing we have to work through as well. Sykes Samuel, nice video, thanks. Was wondering if you recommend any textbooks on technical analysis. Any textbooks on technical analysis? I do have a few textbooks on technical analysis, and I don't have them with me right now. So here's one. Here's a really good one. No, just let me go for a second. I'll be back. So I am back. So next to my bed, I have 4 books that I am reading right now, although I have changed my philosophy on reading these books. I'm only reading one at a time. And 2 of these books I have read, which is Technical Analysis of Stock Trends. This is this particular edition, but McGee and Robert Edwards, John McGee and Robert Edwards, started writing this, or wrote the first edition 1940s or 1950s. First edition. So Robert Edwards was born in 1893 and John McGee in 1901. And the first edition of this book was released in about 1940s or 1950s, and it's been updated 11 times. So that's Technical Analysis of Stock Trends. I have read that before. Another one I have read before, unfortunately all the books fell, Stan Weinstein's Secrets for Profiteering. Probably can't see that because it's reverse, isn't it? Stan Weinstein's Secrets for Profiteering in Bull and Bear Markets. So I have read that quite a few years ago, and I'm going to read that again. And 2 other ones that I started reading, but then I've put on the back burner until I finish these 2, is Technical Analysis Explained by Pring and Martin J. Pring. So Technical Analysis Explained, The Successful Investor's Guide to Spotting Investment Trends and Turning Points, 5th edition. So obviously this book is good. Now I started reading through this, and then I realized this was going to be a really good read. So I got 112 pages into it out of over 700 pages. And the other one that I started reading, and I went, oh no, I finished these other books. Because what was happening was I was going through all these books, and then everything was sort of merging together. And I wanted to write down where I get all this information from in like a notebook or something. And I just wanted to get a little bit more clarity when it comes to reading. And the last one is Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets from Murphy. What's his first name? Or she? Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets, a comprehensive guide to trading methods and applications. John J. Murphy, New York Institute of Finance. Both of these other books that I have not read yet, but have been going through it, I really like at this point in time. Most of these books should start off with Dow theory. Most of them should, but not necessarily do. So Dow theory is something to get your head across first of all. So those are 4 textbooks I am reading right now on technical analysis, and there's plenty more. In fact, on the back my bookshelf back there, plenty. I've got a encyclopedia of chart patterns, One Up on Wall Street by Peter Lynch, Warren Buffett book, Bulls and Bears, The Intelligent Investor, The Business of Share Trading, How to Make Money in Stocks. So, in fact, I have invested quite a bit of money in it books because I just don't read them once. I will go over most of the books again. So thank you, Sky Samuel. Huntley says the Stars new casino opening in Brisbane after the Queensland government approval last week at 45 cents. Yeah, well, that does not necessarily mean things will go well for Star Entertainment Group. Share price still at 45 cents. I would first look for some signs of consolidation because people have said to me in the past, share price or the valuation of this company has looked cheap in the past when the share price was significantly higher. So the first thing I'd do when it comes to this company is I would look for some sort of consolidation. Maybe we are seeing it now. Maybe the low has been reached below 50 cents, but I would like confirmation on that. And eventually, this could be an amazing turnaround story because if you have a look at the past, and I think the negative sentiment in casinos will go away eventually, and I think the upside to Star Entertainment Group, maybe not quite as high as we've seen in the past because they have done a couple of raisings, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the share price of this company quadruple or 5-bag from here when the sentiment does shift. So even though I'm not quite there yet with Star Entertainment Group, I can definitely see that sort of play in the future. But when that is, I just don't know. Okay. We are drawn in by the knowledge sharing, but we stay for the rants. I don't rant. Luxy. Thoughts on ASB's takeover offer? Defense Minister gave preliminary green light. US approval seems to be the true challenge. Trading at high discount to revised $1.5 billion offer. Yeah, I remember reading this quite a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, and I was thinking, there's no way this is going to be approved because of security reasons. So they went, when was this? So this was it the start of April? I thought it was way earlier than that. Appointment of President of Austal, USA. Yeah, so I have no idea how this is going to play out. One thing I do know about Austal, if you do have a look at the chart actually looks really nice. In fact, if this wasn't potentially going to be bought out, I possibly could even be trading this right now because the chart looks pretty good. The uptrend looks pretty good. And we had a really nice bounce off a nice support level at $1.60 back in October last year. And I was following this company at that point in time, and I just should have played that bounce. It happened to perfection with Austal. So no idea. I can't read the future. I can't read the future of ASBs. I just don't know if it's going to be approved. I just thought maybe there's going to be some geopolitical security problems or risks with it. And I thought more than likely it won't be approved, but I could be completely wrong. Can you please share link of that Selfwealth video? If I remember. Let me write that down. I think I know what you're talking about. link, Selfwealth. And if I do remember, what I'll do is I'll put a little bit of a link right above this point in time in the video, if I remember. Now, I've got to remember, and I am getting old and my memory is going. James says, MMC, ASX Silver and Gold Junior Stock, exclamation. Okay, I don't know anything about MMC. MMC, Mitre Mining, Mitre 10. What about the chart? Let's have a look at the chart for MMC. I have a feeling this is a pretty good chart because okay, pretty good. My hand, geez, that's an understatement. This is an absolutely stellar chart. The time to buy this one was this little pullback. And as I do more pattern recognition, I realize this is the play. When you see this little pullback to the short-term moving average channel, that's when you see a share price take off, or can take off. Doesn't always, but a beautiful chart for minor mining. And look at the volume. Volume tells all. Look at the increase in volume. The increase in volume started in December last year, and then it really ramped up in February. And that increase in volume preceded the share price going higher. So volume, and this is one of the things I've read in quite a few of these textbooks, or maybe one at least, that volume precedes prices. Sort of what you do see here. Sort of. Oh, the chart looks absolutely stunning. There's nothing to complain about this particular chart. I just wish I found it earlier than today. Although this company has been popping up onto my radar because of this chart over the past few weeks, even maybe longer. It's not officially a Kneppy until it's not officially on Sunday. So I'm afflicted with spoonerisms, which is when you mix up the first letter of successive words. So for Kneppy publishers, it could be Kneppy publishers, but typically the two words have to make sense. But sometimes I mix up words. So it's not officially a Kneppy until Sunday publishers. So that happens to me a lot as well. I like to say that there is a link or a correlation between intelligence and spoonerisms, but that's just my own wishful thinking. It's not officially a Sunday until Kneppy publishes Let's Go. My sister always laughs at me for saying that COVID-19 was not the virus humans are. Humans are, by definition, a virus. We are definition of I think, we are a virus. Iluka still in an uptrend. Oh, it's been struggling, hasn't it, Iluka? Iluka has been struggling. Oh, yes, it's been up. It's up 2.8% today. I'd still say it is still an uptrend. So I have bought shares at 821. Horrible timing. I should have waited for the dip. Look at this. Share price dipped to the short-term moving average channel, this green area here, and popped up. I should have looked at the patterns, saw that it was above the short-term moving average channel, and just waited for a dip. As soon as it hit the dip or hit this short-term moving average channel, share price has absolutely, well, maybe not absolutely taken off, but it has taken off. And the share price of this company is still in an uptrend. Yes, it is. Gazmo. So we'll do one more question before I end this particular video. Please keep following Palladium. So I've been looking at Palladium's chart. Here it is. And it's still in a downtrend. I don't know why. I don't even know why it's on my watch list, but I just keep following it. I couldn't even tell you who mines Palladium, to be honest with you. But I should find out who mines Palladium and then play those companies when the share price takes off. I wonder if South 32 mines Palladium. South 32 Palladium. Palladium. What you can do is just go Palladium ASX. ASX Palladium companies via market index. There is a reason I like this particular website. Now, they've got a lot of companies here. Well, actually, not a lot. So who do I know? They've got some companies like Liontown Resources. Is that Palladium? There's no company with the term palladium in it. But if palladium starts in a massive uptrend, you'll see more and more companies with palladium in the name, like Australian Vanadium. The biggest market cap of these companies is Liontown and Zimplatz. Zimplatz. Is that palladium? Platinum Group and Associated Metals. Is palladium platinum group? I'm assuming it is. I'm not a big expert on palladium. I don't even know what uses palladium are. Let's have a look. The least dense and lowest melting of the platinum metals. There you go. I am not a chemist. And is palladium more valuable than gold? It's more durable and harder than gold and is more expensive per ounce. Let's have a look at the Wikipedia page. Is there a Wikipedia page somewhere here? Here it is. What uses has it? Applications. Here we go. Applications. Catalytic converters, jewelry, dentistry, watchmaking. Quite a few things here for palladium. So I have exposed 9% of my portfolio. This is Anderson, our South African friend, to South African PGM miners. I used to work for one of them until recently, so I know the business as well. The fundamentals of them are not great at the moment, but I'm patiently waiting any signs of a bottom in the PGM's downturn. I will appreciate your technical insight to partner with my fundamentals due diligence. I will do that, Anderson. I will have a look at Palladium's chart every single week when I do the technical analysis. At this point in time, it's still in a downtrend. In fact, Palladium's been in downtrend for like 2 years. There are possible signs of a turnaround. So the last bottom, which is start of May, was higher than the previous bottom. That could be a good sign moving forward, but I wouldn't be that keen just yet in Palladium right now. But possibly the bottom has been reached, and maybe an uptrend will be developing soon. So all eyes on Palladium over the next few weeks to next few months because of our South African friend, Anderson. Now, that's all I got for today's video. Just going to make sure I've ticked that off. And in the next answer and reply video, I'll start with David Giblet. What do you think of laser bond at the moment? I have sold out of laser bond. Hopefully that is enough information for you. LBL, 68 cents. I'm glad I sold out because I sold out at a higher price than that. And one of the reasons I sold out is just I do like, no, I'm going to get to it when I talk about laser bond in the next video. Okay, so that's all I got for this video. Have a good day. And don't forget, I'll release the next answer reply video at a future date. Just don't know when that is. So have a good day. And don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.